frenemy, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Frenemy, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Frenemy, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Frenemy, enemy. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Hello and welcome again to the show. My name is Mimi T and once again we have the famous ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury show. Thank you again for joining.
Thank you.
And guys, today we are talking about the very, very famous Chanel 5. It's obviously made in the early 1920s and it's basically remained the #1 perfume of all times, and we have Archie here to discuss a little bit more about this perfume and why it's claimed such title.
Well, it's one of the all-time classics. It's probably the most famous perfume of all time. Probably
Definitely.
the #1. People who wore Chanel 5, Marilyn Monroe, the famous movie star and pop icon. The first woman she was the first woman to appear in Playboy magazine in issue 1.
Okay, and she's known to wear the Chanel 5.
She always said famously, "The only thing I wear to bed is 2 drops of Chanel 5. Can't get better than that."
Of course.
And Chanel 5 is, if I'll just get you to pull up the Chanel 5 there. And we've actually got two versions here. This is Chanel 5 Eau de Parfum.
Eau de Parfum.
And I've got a real treat for you, ladies. This here is the Chanel 5 Parfum. Now, we're going to make another video. We'll discuss the strengths, but for us today, I've taken liberties and I've gotten the Parfum. This is the most expensive. Basically, this is the highest concentration Chanel 5.
Yeah.
And this here comes in this beautiful little box.
Yeah.
And I'll show you what it actually looks like. This is the little container, which is it's a bottle, which, you know, Chanel has such a story to it.
Right.
It's because Coco Chanel was so far ahead of her time. See, in the 1920s, people liked very ornate, like lacy type fashions, whereas she simplified fashion to make it very simple. Simple.
Awesome.
And this bottle has become a pop icon, the Chanel.
Yes.
But what is it?
They even have phone cases with the Chanel bottles, don't they?
Exactly. This here was actually a 1920s chemist's bottle. You know, when you go to the pharmacy, they would make drugs for different medication.
Right.
This is what the chemists, this bottle replicates what the chemists of that era, she saw it as a beautiful object and she turned it into the perfume bottle. That's where the design came from.
Wow, I did not know that.
So many things. And we haven't even started the sniff test yet. We're just talking about the packaging. But very elegant, probably the most famous fragrance of all time. And this here is the expensive one. This is the highly concentrated.
Parfum.
So Eau de Parfum lasts a couple of hours. Sorry, Eau de Toilette lasts a couple of hours. Eau de Parfum lingers longer, and Parfum it
Stays
lasts.
yeah.
But it's very, very expensive. Many hundreds of dollars for this small little bottle.
Yeah.
And so that's the story to it. The perfume itself is absolutely. Now we're gonna do a test. So we're gonna put a little bit on your wrist there. So we're gonna open this bottle. We're just being so careful. Have a little sniff, and we'll just put a little dab on there. Is that okay? Put a dab on there. Seal that before I spill the bloody thing. There will be big trouble.
Oh.
Now, when you're testing perfume, I would just like to say, put a bit on, give it a couple moments to just settle.
Right.
It's like a wine. You don't just gargle it. A vintage wine, you want to let it sit. Just let it breathe a bit.
Yes.
So it's It's very, 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 very important. So Chanel 5, Jackie Kennedy Onassis, married to John F. Kennedy, huge Chanel fan. This is probably the ambassador for the brand lately has been Nicole Kidman. You've seen those ads with Nicole Kidman in it. She's the brand ambassador. She's one of the most beautiful women of all time.
That's fantastic.
So it's top shelf, absolutely the best, absolutely the greatest.
Yeah.
And we, on the Mimi T channel,
Yes.
are sampling the Parfum because we only want to bring you the best. We want the best, the best smell, the best information. So let's just put this one back before I drop the thing.
Wow.
So let's savor this. This is like a quality wine.
Honestly.
Please, Mimi T.
I can
Mimi T.
smell it from here. Don't even need to get close. It smells absolutely amazing. The whole room is just
Mimi
filled.
T. Sorry. So, what do you think? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. You can be critical. It is certainly a fragrance from its era. I mean, the classic story is that Chanel 5, what was Chanel 1 like? Well, they didn't pass the test. So Chanel 5 is certainly, it's a vintage fragrance. It's invented in the 20s. So it was it's a smell which is absolutely classic. What do you think? Tell me what you think.
Yeah,
Think?
the whole room is literally just filled with this smell. It's absolutely incredible. To me personally, I feel like it might be a little bit too strong. Just in terms of I feel like it's a little bit. It has that.
It does settle. It does. Look, we've only just started filming. I give it at least half an hour before you. I would say that.
Yeah.
You only need 2 drops just behind your ears, and men go crazy. I tell you this now, Mimi T. They go crazy. That smell is so.
Well, I think I probably prefer the eau de toilette or the eau de parfum a little bit.
It's a lighter one. It is a lighter one.
Yeah,
but
personally, that's what I prefer.
it doesn't pull away from the fact the smell, because they both smell similar. What do you think of it? It's florally. What do you think?
Powerful.
Powerful.
Like, I wouldn't fuck around with whoever was wearing this.
I see. It's I think it may be a vintage fragrance, but it's got staying power. Do you think a young girl could wear, like Mimi T's in her early 20s? Could you wear it? No, you could.
Not really. I feel like you have to be a certain character or a certain type of person to wear it. Not that I'm ruling anyone out who does wear it as Chanel, but yeah, there's a very distinct group of people I believe that wear Chanel, and to be brutally honest with the Parfum, I'm not too sure if it'd be as popular because of the cost-wise as well.
Yes.
For the younger generation, I think we'd turn more to the eau de toilette or the eau de parfum.
So a little bit softer.
And I think it's just the affordability as well. Like realistically, in comparison to paying $250, we can spend $170 and just get similar quality. What do you think?
Yeah, I love Chanel 5, but I kind of think it probably is an older woman's type fragrance. Like it's sort of, what do you say, 35?
Yeah,
35?
like 30s.
I mean, I suppose you could wear it if you're going somewhere fancy, if you're going to a formal dinner or...
Well, I mean, there's a lot of other options with Chanel.
Would you say no? If a man who was dating you gave that to you, you wouldn't say, I don't like it, would you?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say I didn't like anything to any gift.
Yes.
But no, in personal preference, I think I would lean towards like maybe even like a different smell.
Okay.
Maybe not as strong as the Parfum.
It is very, actually, I must tell you the truth there, it is very, very strong. Okay, it is. The Parfum is I mean, we just put a dab and the whole room is full.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing about the Parfum, you have to use so little. And just as a fashion tip,
yes,
is that some ladies are they don't like the perfume. They don't like the perfume
Right.
on their skin. They're a bit allergic to it.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
What I went out with a girl. Actually, this was one of my wives. She put a little bit on a cotton bud and put it into her bra because she didn't want. Her skin was a little bit allergic to strong scents. And
Okay.
that gave her the whole smell from the cotton buds. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you the truth there. I think as a fragrance, it's beautiful. It's classic. It is probably the greatest perfume in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But for a 22-year-old, it's probably it's a bit like turning up in a convertible Mercedes, brand new Mercedes. It's probably not something a 22-year-old should do, should they? They'd possibly need a bit more young, peppy type of fragrance, and they'd have like a 1 Series BMW convertible, as opposed to,
Okay.
you know, just. I think the Chanel 5 is really. It's a serious woman. Like it's a serious woman, isn't it? Like like a woman who is confident about her body, doesn't have issues that a younger woman would have, because they've gone through that mental maturity. They know they're beautiful. They don't need to have everything. They're just a beautiful package. And I think it's more of an acquired taste. It's not for a young, but
No.
it is beautiful. You can't deny it's
It is,
beautiful.
and at the end of the day, it remains #1 because of how incredible it is. And as we've been discussing, I know you've probably picked up, we're talking about eau de toilette, eau de parfum, and parfum. In the next video coming up, we will be discussing further what they actually mean and the differences with the smells as well. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Once again, I'm Mimi T, and this is ArchieLuxury. Enjoy your day.
Friend of me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Friend of me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Friend of me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Friend of me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me.
I'm about to go Goku. Leave on my head is red like old news. Yeah, tryna get the green like it's Whole Foods. Couldn't take my style and now you so blue. Yeah, now we don't even know you. Your hometown we don't need go to. Tryna get it worldwide, global. Looking like I can show you. The killing this is go-to. Skrilla, the whole man killer. Life so free, can't no man kill 'em. Came from the bottom, was a broke man, get up, still move like 10 man with no found freedom. Boom, pardon me, I get hectic. I survive through the wreckage. You should go look for the exit. New sheriff in town, I get a little reckless. Mr. Memo, go check the message. I ain't then came back.